you'd be a great
Yeah, you
blooper.
try,
Do it. Go.
We're Multimagic, and this is Shelf Sessions.
Okay.
Shelf Sessions.
We're Multimagic, and this is Shelf Sessions.
I don't sleep alone anymore.
pick some CDs, some albums
Yeah.
from the shelf.
Yes. We've got a few.
Story with one of them, don't we know?
Yeah. So I've got Weezer, Pinkerton, and Transmissions from the Satellite Heart by the Flaming Lips, for a couple reasons. The Flaming Lips, first of all, is Jimmy, who is our lead guitar player, who's not here. That's like his all-time favorite band. So, and then also my older cousin, who is probably the reason that I even play music to begin with, and definitely into anything remotely decent. Introduced me to this band because when I was younger, I asked for another band's album, and I won't say who it was.
Say who it was.
I asked for Bush, 16 Stone, the one with like
They're doing all right.
yeah, Machine Head and
They're killing it.
yeah, all that. And but he gave me this album instead with the inscription, "I'd never give you that fucking album. Listen to this instead," and it put me on this path for better or worse. And then Pinkerton I have because this, as like a coming of age songwriter, when I discovered this album, just really related with, and kind of went down the like rabbit hole of like reverse Cuomo lore, you know. And what's really cool about this record, I don't know if this is actually true, but there's a lot of semblance to Madame Butterfly, the opera, and it was super cool because a few years ago I got to see that opera at Aronoff in Cincinnati, where we're from, and it was super cool, like geeking out and like all the moments, like, oh, this is like that same moment where like on the album, like he's, yeah, because he supposedly he like fell in love with this girl in Japan when they were like on their first tour, and in between the first record and this record, and he like saw like the similarities between what Madame Butterfly is about with I think a sailor or a soldier falling in love and having to like leave his love there, and so it's really pretty cool. And so if you like the record at all and you're not familiar with Madame Butterfly, definitely you'll geek out if you know. So yeah, so these are my two. You've got an amazing collection here though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I picked out a record. I picked out Gorillaz Demon Days. I was saying, this is one of the first records I ever got as a birthday present. I got this and Good News for People Who Love Bad News by Modest Mouse when I was like, I think I was 14 years old, 13 or 14. And yeah, this like, I don't know, I was obsessed with the Feel Good Inc. video. And I don't know, just the way that they did everything with the whole animated band thing, just like as someone that age, like who was like into like artsy shit, just like it just like sucked me in. I was obsessed with it, and I still think it's like, especially this record in particular, is still like some of the coolest aesthetics, some of the coolest content. Like there's so much bonus content that they did. Like this is like pre like YouTube and where like pumping out content wasn't like a huge deal. They just did it because they thought it was cool, you know. And it is really cool. And it like talking about like lore, Gorillaz have a shit ton of lore too. I was like on their website every day, like checking out like all the cool shit that they had on there.
It's one of those hard things I think that's, you know, interesting, like the social media age, because everything is about being so open and being like so available, you know, all the time as an artist, that I don't know that you get as much of that mystique in the lore, you know, for better or for worse.
Like,
but
this is completely constructed. You know?
Yeah.
Like this isn't like, it's not real. You know, like all of it they made up. It's all on purpose.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's like even like the band Group Love, like there's lore about, and you know they're newer, but there's lore about how like they came together, and if you do the research, you can find out like the official story that like they met in Greece on this like tripped out drug infused like thing, but then you come to find out that like she,
They're, like, on vacation.
yeah, like she dated him for like, well, like she like dated him for like 3 years before that, and like did the album art for his like previous band and stuff. So you're like, that's not exactly how the band. Maybe that's where like that iteration came together, but you know.
Yeah.
So I geek out on that stuff though.
Yeah.
For sure.
But this album in particular, the music side of things is like, it got me super interested in production and like different style. There's so many different styles of music. This and their self-titled album got me into like dub reggae without me even realizing it. And, like all types of really cool stuff. And I was saying this earlier, that the last 3 tracks are like, it's like the perfect end to any album. Like those last 3 tracks are perfection. They're so cool. Yeah. Still love these guys.
You know what? I'm gonna do one. I put it back on the shelf. I wasn't gonna do one, but I'm gonna do one. I put it back on the shelf because I thought it was basic. But Queen, and the only one you had was the greatest hits. So this is what I have to write. But you know what? This one actually is perfect because I choose this. I grew up homeschooled, so my music growing up was like Mozart, and then Elvis, and then like Loretta Lynn, and some Led Zeppelin and Jimi Hendrix, just like this full eclectic
Stuff your parents had.
art, yeah, just everything. And Queen, like, he was the first artist to kind of marry it all together. I mean, the fact that he was going for, let's bring, I mean, I even had like Italian opera. Like, he brought opera and rock together and was one of those, which there's many artists out there, but one of those artists that pushed and created a whole new genre. You know, took what was already created and what was amazing, but then put it together and pushed those limits when everybody was against them. So not only is he a great artist for me just because it kind of helped put all my music together and then I fell in love with that, but the fact that he is one of the artists that represents what we're about with music. We're pushing the limits and creating new things with what is already created by other artists and to continue that legacy of musicians.
Well, if we're going to talk about, you know, our family and that influence, I mean, do you have any Steve Winwood? Because
that was the...
that was my mom's favorite.
Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
Pink Floyd, everybody... I don't know if we're going to actually use this, but my friend said that Pink Floyd is music for dudes who have really good relationships with their dads. I love Pink Floyd, it's just because my dad liked Pink Floyd and it's flying around.
Yeah.
I feel like that was Jim Croce for me.
Yeah.
That was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, those are our picks.
Yeah. So thank you for letting us pick off your shelf.
Yeah. Good stuff.
You want to play another one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Do you want to play it?
Yeah, we can play another one.
Okay.
Should we do another one?
I just have to do the old tuning thing real quick.
Do
It's gonna seem so canned when it's on the video.
Our other release song, let's hit it.
Yeah, let's do Let Go. Thank you.
Thank you.